Starvania, a rebuilding nation under a new king. After the king has fought back for their kingdom, they spend years on fixing the place they used to and now call home. Except for a particular part of the year where the weather gets colder and the families grow closer. To us, we knew this holiday as Christmas. But for them, it's something a little bit different. With the mostly rebuilt towns decorated in stars and meteorite lights, the people celebrate these festivities with their loved ones and friends. Especially two individuals that came through a portal near the castle known as Cosmic Palace. One of the two was a little smaller than the other, but he still had a mature look on his face as he wore a large dark green jacket and blue jeans. The other, however, was a familiar face with no difference in attire, for it was none other than Cody and Terry. I still don't know how you can survive this temperature. Like, seriously, I understand why back home, but over here? Terry laughed as he took charge. I already explained it. When you have a passion literally made of fire, it's pretty easy to survive any kind of weather. Ain't that right, bro? He pulls on Mira happily. On the other side, of course, was Fury. Yeah, whatever. How long are we gonna be doing this? Don't worry, we're just visiting. After all, most of them don't have the time to celebrate Christmas back home. Unlike us, they are trying to run some sort of faction. Besides, they spent all these years celebrating our holiday. About time they celebrate theirs again. They all looked back up to the palace with glee. And as they took another step, they stopped once they heard rustling in the bushes. With curiosity, they looked over to see a random kid run out with excitement. With short black hair, a large blue coat, black sweatpants, and brown boots, he dashed with something in his hand as a large knight gave chase.
Oh no you don't! Get back here, you little troublemaker!
The kid just looked back with a slick grin without paying too much attention in front of him. Because of that, he didn't see himself run into Terry, who didn't take any effect. The kid backed up to see the two look at him weirdly, giving the knight enough time to catch up.
Got ya. Now hand it over.
The kid refused as he tried to look away.
No, it's mine!
He pouted as the others laughed. And I see the young one is giving you one hell of a holiday, eh, sis? And I then took notice of them as well. After a split second of studying, she takes off her helmet to reveal Sierra in a much older state. Happy holidays. She gave a smile after letting go of the kid to give him a hug. Terry reciprocated as the kid tried to back away, only for Cody to stop him. And where do you think you're going, bud? The kid looked at him nervously.
Nowhere. Just handing back Miss Sierra her thing.
He reveals to be holding a blue star medal from his hands. Sierra stops hugging her brother to take it.
Was that so hard, son? Jeez, your father never acted like this.
She then gave a laugh as she turns back to the others.
But anyway, thank you two for coming. I'm sure the others would love to see you again. In fact, you guys have already made my holiday.
Cody walked over with a smug look. It's the least we can do despite the fact we don't know much about Cosmas. Before she explained, however, the gate opened to reveal another familiar face. Dressed in a cosmic blue jacket and shirt, an older monkey came through with an annoyed look and bags under his eyes. Edric, how many times do I have to tell you to not take Sierra's things? The kid ran back over to him while hugging his knees.
I didn't do it on purpose.
Mikey raised his eyebrow after hearing that.
I thought it was my star.
Your star? Need to remind you that during this holiday, everyone only gets one. He looked up to see the others stand there. Thought up, bro. Mikey gave a sigh and put a smile on his face. Cody, Terry, great to have you here. Sierra, show them in. I'll take care of my son from here.
Will do. Follow me, please.
She gave a giggle as the others did the same. As they went to the castle, Mikey came down at Edric's level to have a talk.
Are they staying for Cosmas?
Mikey smiled again while lifting him up. Of course, because no matter how far away you are, it's pretty good to spend these days together with friends. But you have to promise to be on your best behavior. Understood? Edric brushed it off with a smirk.
Aren't I always on my best behavior?
Mikey gave his own smug look. He gives an annoyed laugh as they walk in. In the castle, Sierra showed them to a small lounge area that had a couple of velvet couches and a fireplace. There was also many different stars and meteors surrounding the ceiling, as well as looking down to the town.
Please, make yourself at home. I'll get out of this armor to hang out in a second. I'm sure both Queens and the others would love to see you as well.
Cody wasted no time to take off his jacket to reveal his old hoodie under it. Tossing it aside, he and Terry sat on the couch in front of the fireplace. Not like the ones at home, huh? He laughs along with Terry. You can say that again. They heard Fury growl in the mirror. Are you sure that home will be safe during these times? Gonna give a comforting look. Don't worry, as long as we're not gone for too long, it shouldn't go to shit for any reason. As he said that, Mikey enters with Edric holding his hand. Edric took off his coat to reveal a black t-shirt that had a weird spelling of a word that said Sisa. What's the shirt you got there, bud? Mikey sits in the chair beside him with Edric sitting on his lap. It's a simple word. It means hope in Sarvanian. Something I'm trying to instill to everybody else. Speaking of which, how's the kid coming along? Mikey took another deep breath. It's getting there. Right now, though, I think it's best for everyone that we just take this moment and relax. The war's yet to come, and we need to be rested in order to face it. What do you mean? Mikey lets Edric down as he rushes over to the other side of the room, where many of his toys laid still. Mikey himself looked out the window to see the snow fall down. Right now, I'm preparing to face a war of old tradition. It's time I show these people the mission I set out years ago to accomplish. He then turned back with a smile. As me, I can't let some traditions stay like these various holidays. After all, this is the only time of the year where snow falls in Sarvania. It's times like these where we give stars and meteorite medals to the ones we cherish the most. Aiden gets up to meet them. Speaking of which, he brings out his hand to reveal 2-star medals. For you. Cody and Terry looked at confused, yet took with a smile. If we knew that was the case, we could have got you some. Mikey brushed it off as he sat back down. It's fine. Not like you were a cousin to us on this holiday. They didn't hear a door open and reveal a young man in a lab coat come through. He was dressed formally with a suit and tie under it along with glasses. Michael, I hope you and your friends are ready for the party later. I got all the plans ready as requested by your mother. He looked in the man confused. This is Gordon Green, the new royal scientist for Sarvania. He's new to Stas, you haven't met him yet. Though I think you are well aware of his partner. Our man said it with a mellow look before it was Anto.
Yo, Gords, we might want to check on your recipe. I think the kid might have stolen a bite.
Mikey looks over to Edric, upset. Edric was too busy playing with his toys to notice. I should have seen this coming. Alright, I'll be back. Hope we didn't have too much of an appetite. He walks out as Anto faces Mikey with this fact.
Are you having a hard time getting him under control? I understand you got a kingdom to run and everything, but you would think that once you became a parent, you would have to face these problems.
Trust me, I'm well aware. It's gonna be okay. He's only 4 years old. He can't keep his level of energy forever. Anto stares at him unamused.
This is why I don't give a fuck about parenting.
Before he leaves, he looks back to the other two.
Oh, by the way, hey!
They waved him back. He walks out the same expression. Since he's enjoying his new life. May shrugged at hearing that. He's just exhausted. I would imagine since he had a lot of personal projects to work on. Especially since Gordon became the new lead scientist. He desperately wants to make his mark in one form or another. Though I'll admit, Edric does sometimes give him a lot of fits. Anywho, I should get going myself. I have my own preparations to make. Edric! The kid looks over to his father. Try not to annoy our guest too much. I like to make sure everyone has a good time. Cody pushes Mikey along. It's fine, I got my own little bundle of joy at home. Just do what you gotta do. Mikey laughs as he heads out. Alright, see you later then. He leaves with Edric going to pull on Terry's cape.
Is this how you normally dress?
Well, when you have a spirit entity that is literal fire, it's hard to find get-ups that don't burn up instantly. Cody comes over to let Edric up. And besides, it's not like he ever worried about the cold. Come on, let's have some fun, bud. Edric gave him a big smile as he carried him back to his toys. Terry soon followed. This leads us to Mikey helping Anto and Gordon with the rest of the decorations. They were trying to put up a large sign that said Edky Cosmas on it. He was directing them as they heard a knock on the door.
Shall I get that?
Sierra said as she comes towards them. Sure, and while you're at it, you don't have to wear your knight armor to the party. Smiled while making her way towards the door.
I'll relax, don't worry.
She opens it to see another confronting face. It was Dragonow. Hope not too early, I got done with some of my projects.
A little, but it's fine. Please make yourself at home.
She steps aside as Dragonow does just that as a smaller red dragon follows.
Oh, and I see the fifth has come as well.
The young Dragonow looked at her nervously. I figured that he would like to spend his holidays with his best friend. Speaking of which, where's the Starkist at? Mike came over to greet him as well. Right here, if you couldn't tell. They give each other a fist bump with a smile. Well, since I'm here early, anything you need me to do to help out? He'll walk over to the main hall. A few things. Your flight might come with more use than you might realize. He then looked over to the young Dragonel. Oh, by the way, he's in the upstairs living room. He nods while flying off. As for the others, they got back to working on the decorating hall. Is anyone else here besides me? Him and Mikey were setting up tables all around them. Cody and Terry are upstairs. No sign of David anywhere. I bet he'd be here any second now. Probably had to run in with his gang. They hear Nard knock on the door. Oh, speak of the devil. They go over to meet what they think would be David, and said to open the door to someone they didn't expect to see. And in fact, they almost looked completely shocked to see them.
Greetings, Starticus and Dragonel. Hope you don't mind me coming over for the holidays.
They instantly got into a defensive stance. He steps in a little confused.
Why so disturbed?
I thought we had an agreement. He lost to hearing that.
Of course we did. That's why I'm here.
I looked at him confused.
War is only a primitive's wishes. I know both of you and I are above that. So in order to make some sort of peace, I thought we could have a little fun together.
What's your idea of fun? He steps in closer to see the hall isn't fully decorated. He then turns back to Mikey.
Look, you want to make a difference, don't you? Then you should get right to it if you want to do so.
They look at him confused again.
It seems that a certain biker friend of yours decided it was a great idea to attack one of our bases while we plan our next attack. Now I let you have your rebuilding time because this planet means as much to me as it does to you. Probably even more so. Yet it was important that in the process you wouldn't attack us.
Well, we didn't. If David attacked you, I didn't authorize it. Hell, he isn't even part of the Star Warrior Agency. Poisanovich took a cracker on the table and ate it.
If that's truly the case, then I apologize for the accusation. Regardless, he still attacked us and he's under our custody. If you and I can talk it out, then I can give him back. Otherwise, he goes under our law at that point.
Mikey swore himself privately. Is there any way we can just save him? He laughed at hearing that.
Save him? Don't be ridiculous. Though I suppose if you can go get him before Philip has had enough, then I suppose there's a way. But you have to act quick. For my gift to you is my neutrality.
Gee, thanks. Come on, let's go save him. They were about to leave before Poisanovich said one last statement.
Oh yeah, Edky Cosmas or whatever.
As they were leaving, Poisanovich left as well as with Cody, Terry, and the two kids come down. Alright, time to see the fun events he has planned tonight. As they went downstairs, they weren't anywhere near in sight. Funny, I could have sworn I heard them down here a little bit ago. Anto comes over with some star-shaped flowers in a pot.
Oh yeah, they left a bit ago to save David.
Both looked at him concernedly.
Wait, Dad went on an adventure without inviting us?
Anto shrugged as he put a pot on the nearby table.
I'm pretty sure your presence wouldn't be required. Even then, I doubt he'll bring in his 4-year-old son.
Yeah, he could probably use our help. Get my gear, Terry. We got his Phoenix to free. He nods as they leave. Keep an eye on the kids for us, Anto. He rolled his eyes as he left.
Not like I have a million other things to do. Where's that robot servant when you need him?
We are now at the park where the purple trees had all the lights covered around them. Many people gathered as an older Morgan stood by a podium in a big fur coat.
And I happily announce that this day will bring about the beauty of Starvania, which is why I thank all of you for your hard work. Now go, drink and be merry with your loved ones. For today will not only be another step forward for the Star Warriors, but for everyone in the universe.
Everyone cheered Morgan, raising her voice gallantly. As this was happening, an older Sora stood by clapping her hands. She was dressed in a warm pink jacket with blue jeans covering her legs. She didn't notice Mikey and Dracono were beside the crowd. She goes over to see what's going on. Okay, if Poison's is telling the truth, he shouldn't be too far from here. All we need to do is get into a nearby ship and is out to see Sora approach them.
Hey hun, what's shaking?
Maya quickly brings over with her, making a concerned noise. Listen, Sora, David right now is being held captive by the Dark Warriors. She gave her own shocked look.
Is Edric okay?
Maddie looks at her weirdly, but shakes his head in denial. Yeah, he's definitely fine. She gave a sigh of relief. Is this still bad, though?
I know, just motherly instincts. I'll go check on him. You go try to save David.
Don't worry, Queen Sonicus. We'll be back before the party starts. The rush of a sore look at them worryingly. Yet, she shakes her head with a smile.
Oh, I have no doubt about it.
She walked back to the crowd as they continued to cheer. This now leads us to Cody, now in his Eagle Man outfit, coming out with Fury taking over Terry's body. So what's the plan, boss? Cody leads the way to a large warehouse in the middle of nowhere. First things first, we investigate where he was last seen, and where else in the Trailblazers' base. I march over with haste. I knock on the front door and open to have a younger than 8 girl stand there. She had white short hair, a leather jacket, and a red shirt and sweatpants.
What can I do for you poor dopes?
Vanessa, good to see you too. Is your father around? She rolled her eyes as she called for someone.
Oi, Lewis, these guys want to know where the boss is.
They didn't see an older Lewis walk over annoyed. I think you would know better than anyone where your old man is. He stops as they see the 2 heroes stand there. Oh, I suppose you heard the news then. You got that right. We would like to know where he was attacking the Dark Warriors. Lewis and Vanessa both raised their eyebrows. Attack those warriors?
I think he means the time he attacked Stamber.
Stamber? Lewis walks out to meet them fully. As you know, it's Cosmas. Sharing the stars that comes with your loved ones to celebrate the feeling of togetherness. It was created by Captain Starkist years ago when our first troops from the Second Great War finished. However, similar to your Christmas holiday, bad people get bad things. They called him General Stamper, the Captain General from the war. He used to be one of the lead Dark Warrior generals from that time, and he was as ruthless as you can imagine. The reports said he died. His family carried the legacy before Darkies showed up. Legend has it that since his death, he has always been on the same day as Cosmas. His curse through his family makes it so that all the bad people will be taken care of by him. Now that Darky's gone, the new Stamper decided to take his actions despite what his commanders told him, such as the Stampers before him. David doesn't take kindly to that, so he decided to take his attack to him and prevent any worry. Yet, it seemed like he failed. And you're taking this very well.
That's because I know my pops. He's the toughest son of a bitch this side of the galaxy.
I can argue with that, but he still would like our help. I would assume so. When the last we heard of him, he was going to attack Nebula Lake. The fight took place not too long ago, let's say about a day or 2 before today, so he might still be there. Right, thank you. We'll be back in time for the party. See you guys there. If we goodbyes, you are too as well.
What's so tough about this Stamper guy anyway?
This goes back to my game Dragonelle talking to Cody through a communication hub. They were able to see each other's faces as they talked. Are you sure General Stamper is behind this? Lewis is his bro, so I doubt he'd be lying about it. You know where Nebula Lake is? It's not too far from where you're at. Just keep heading right. We're a little further away, so go ahead and make a move without us. Will do. Wish us luck. They cut out to begin their attack. This is the lake in question. Many Dark Warrior soldiers dressed in all purple and black as the suits cover their entire body guarding the area. They were guarding 2 individuals, one with long white hair along with a purple jumpsuit with a medal that says General on it, with another man who was an older David who looked beaten up and worn out as he remained chained in the cage. As they stood there, one of the other Dark Warriors came over with a message. General Stamper, Commander Ramsey's almost here. The man in a jumpsuit gave it a sigh of relief. Never thought he would take us long to get here, and better late than never. What do you think, my little prisoner? David remains silent in his cage. Stamper kicks it furiously. Hey, I'm talking to you! Got caught in your ears or what? Speak! He looked at him annoyed. I can hear you just fine, jackass. Now shut the fuck up. Stamper gave him a mean glare. A lot of big talk for someone who got their ass kicked. Do I have to remind you why they call me Mr. Holiday Ruiner? Actually, it's Mr. Black Void. The other thing just sounds stupid. Stamper kicked the cage again. I'll show you what's stupid, you arrogant piece of shit! If this is how you're gonna talk, then you might as well shut up! Stamper storms off angrily. From a distance, Cody and Fury survey the area. Okay, looks like a normal Michelin attack. Dealt with these before. Ready to go, partner? Fury gave him a confident nod. Just like the Mafia, piece of cake. As Stamper was waiting around, a noise came from his pocket. He takes out a communicator crystal with a glee as he sees a name on it. Hold on a second. I got a word for my favorite person. He opens it to see a projection of Philip Ramsey over it. Stamper, I heard the news. Tell me, it's Starkiss you got? Stamper seemed to sweat, but he kept composure. Well, no, but I got someone who's just as good, if not better. Really? Who then? Dragonel? Dare I say, Pyrite? Stamper shook his head. No, the biker guy who's somewhat responsible for Darky's downfall. Philip then let go of his excited expression. As they were talking, he didn't even notice some of the soldiers being picked off one by Cody and Terry. You mean to tell me you're bringing me over for one measly biker leader? Stamper sweated even more. I mean, he's a friend with Starkis. He gave an upward smile. Philip shook his head in disappointment. Aye. Maybe I should have taken a Dark Council after all. At least they can get results. Fine, I guess I'll have to do. Be there in a flash. His line shuts off with Stamper giving a concerned look. Oh man, I failed him. He kicks a cage again. If you only just had Starkis attack me, he wouldn't be as mad at me. David took note of the situation. I don't know what's more embarrassing. The fact you thought he actually cared about me, or the fact you even noticed all your men are gone. Stammer takes a look around to see no one near him. He then gives one more kick. Okay, smartass, where did you put them? David just stares at him sternly. I ain't done nothing. Maybe if you got a little more aware, you would see the ceiling behind you. Stammer made a surprised noise as he looked up behind him. There he sees Cody and Fury stand behind him. I guess all that leaves is you then, Mr. Black Void. Damn it, it's Mr. Holiday. Hey now! What did you do to receive the swift blow from Fury? Jesus, you lost to this clown? Losing your touch emblem. David got up concerned. Yeah, be careful, he's going to use his ability. His what now? Stammer gave a devilish smile as he looked at his mighty hero. All of a sudden, he and Stammer switch places as Fury takes the punch. He forced him back to the cage in pain. Oh, don't feel too terrible falling for it. Your friend fell for the same trick with his bow and arrow. He then got struck with Fury's chain. Okay, you got a few tricks. But let's see you pass. He switches places with Fury again for Fury to feel his impact. This? He sent him flying into the cage as well. They both got up and gave him pain with Stamper laughing. You picked the wrong person to throw fists with. My ability is practically invincible. I'll show you invincible. He was up by Cody. Hold on just a second. You might be right. He has the ability Trick. Magic base. Suffice to say, it allows him to have the attack switch places with the attacker. Make us feel a strike over him. Fury gave an annoyed sigh. Oh, that ain't that unfortunate for you. At least you figured out faster than he did. And just like him, you'll fall shortly too. Even long-range attacks can be switched. I don't have many ways to work around that ability. Fury gave his own growl. This gave him an idea. Actually, I think I do. He walks forward proudly. Let's see him feel this hit. Stammer gave an intrigued look. Go ahead, take your best swing. Seriously, I mean it. Fury goes in for a punch with Stamper eagerly smiling. Once again, they switch places, but this time, Fury also spawned a portal between the punch. Stamper gave a shocked look to see him get punched in the back of the head by himself. Can't switch places with yourself, and it's a good thing I timed it too. Cody and David cheered on after they saw that. Damn, he's clever. Fortunately, I'm a fast thinker. Fury goes in to do it again, only this time Stammer just dodged the attack. Fury looked over confused. Now watch and be amazed at my raw talent. He gives a weak punch to Fury. Fury himself looked at the punch confused. Was that supposed to hurt? Cody yelled nervously. Fury, dodge quick! He looks back to see them switch places again, and then a second time for Fury to punch himself again. It forced him close to the leg in the process. How do you like them apples? I can switch places with my opponent as many times as I like in order for an attack to work. They might have caught me off guard with that strategy beforehand, but like always, my battles end quickly. Fury tried to get up, only to be pushed down by Stamper's boot. Now, I heard the ones here are sharp as diamonds. While I never noticed it myself, I like the demonstration. Shall you and I test that? He pushed Fury further into the water, only for him to not notice Demon pulling himself away. Fury's on the general. I think I'll pass. Stammer got into the defensive stance. Before they collide, he looks over to see Mikey and Dragonel free David from his cage. That ought to do it. David walks out with a confident smile. Knew you guys would come save me. Hey, what are friends for? Though it seems the fight is far from over. Stammer came charging over to take them out. That's when they see Mikey use a cock punch send the gate flying towards Stammer. Wait, I had to tell you that he has the... They heard a thud as the cage lay on top of him. Stammer tried to pull it off, but he was too weak to do so. Cody and Fury looked in awe at what just happened. Well, I guess it makes sense. You can't switch places with a living object attacking him. Stammer kept trying to take it off, but it was to no avail. He slammed the ground angrily. Damn it! Now I'm really going to get it from him. Hey, maybe next time don't invade our kingdom without your commander's permission. Or ever. Anywho, we have a party to attend. The men walk away with Stammer desperately asking for help. But no matter how many times he taunted them, they wouldn't listen. And as they leave the gate, Mikey and Dragno check on everyone else. Thanks for the save. Sorry I couldn't pull the win out. Mikey was relieved that David didn't receive anything major. And I thought you promised me you'd be more careful next time. And I was. I just couldn't figure out how his ability worked fully. He didn't felt Mikey hug him. I'm just glad you're okay. The Cosmas party wouldn't be the same without you. Especially if you do stunts like these. David laughed as he got back up. Yeah, keep being a sorry sport. Now come on, let's go party. The others left as well as Fury made a portal back to the main hall of the Cosmic Palace. And as they enter, they see a party already set up with some of the guests conversing. David comes to get everyone's attention. Hello, everyone. I know some of you have been worried, but he stopped after hearing the noise.
Papa!
He sees Vanessa rush over to give him a hug.
Tell me how you kicked that Stamper's ass. Tell me, please.
David went again as everyone came over to greet him. The party kept going on, where they played games with each other, eating, drinking, or talking about some of their life stories. Everyone enjoyed the time they had together. As it was getting later, Mikey got everyone's attention again after tapping his wine glass.
Everyone, King Starticus has something to say.
Della got to see Mikey stand on top of the staircase. Thank you, Sierra. It's been a rough years, hasn't it? Even with the return of our home, we still have a lot of work to do to make it the way we remembered it. Regardless, I just want to thank each and every person here at this time. Whether you are a close friend, a loved one, or one of the many people who put their lives on the line for this kingdom, you have nothing but my gratitude. As you all remember this time together as what Cosmas is all about, and we keep making strides for a better future. Together. They all raised their glasses as well. Eddie Cosmas, everyone.
Eddie Cosmas.
And so, the prophesized gang spent the remaining moments reminiscing about the fun adventure they had together. As for Stamper, let's just say Philip Ramsey wasn't pleased with his general's mission. After the party, everyone else went home to relax and celebrate with their ones they care about. Whether it's with their gang that they call family, the town they protect, or just the loved ones that keep us going every day. They celebrate in their own way. And as for me, I implore you to do the same with your loved ones this holiday season. Either for Christmas, Hanukkah, or whatever else you celebrate, do it with the ones you care about the most. For that's what these holidays are for. And from the creator of the show, happy holidays, everybody. On to next year.